A connection among very machined foods and carcinoma has been offered by France researchers. They confidential foods consisting cakes, chick nuggets and massive produced loaf as ultra-processed. A research of 105,000 human beings hinted the more than of such a foods human beings ate, the more their hazard of carcinoma. A lot of cautious is creature pronounced on the research, but expert told a wholesome dietary is top. Dietary is already named to influence the hazard of carcinoma. But which on ultra-processed foods? The crew, at University Sorbonne Paris utilized meal surveys on 2 days to job out which human beings were consuming. Such on the research, who were generally medium-aged female, were accompanied for an ordinary of 5 year. For the research, the researchers signed. These results propose how the quickly growing intake of ultra-processed foods may driving and growing load of carcinoma in the following many decades. But they told the received information requirement to be affirmed by some big-scale teaching and study was necessary to set which could be over the connection. The research is far of the final get on ultra-processed foods and carcinoma. It cannot say ultra-processed foods are a reason of carcinoma. Down there are as well factors how turbid the water as human beings who ate a lot of ultra-processed foods had some behaviors how include been related to carcinoma. Time the researchers did regulate their analyze for they say their effect cannot be completely eliminated. Professor Linda Bald, Carcinoma Study UK's preventive specialist, told, he's already named how consuming a lot of these foods can conduct to whey profit, and creature obesity or fat can as well growth yours hazard of carcinoma, so he's difficult to unravel the effects of dietary and whey. Common she told the research was a precautionary alarm to us to include a wholesome dietary but human beings should not worry about on consuming a bit of machined meal there and down there as length as they were receive lot of vegetables, fruit and fiber. Dr. Ian Johnson, of the Quadram Institution in Norwich, told the research had identified several quite poor associations. But he criticized the uncertainty of the period ultra-processed. He told, same issue is how the determination of ultra-processed foods they include utilized is so wide and hardly certain how it is unfeasible to solve precisely which, if all, cause protection include been observable. For Professor Tom Sanders at SARS School London, the determination of ultra-processed foods throws up 2 lot quirks. He told massive produced loaf would be classed as ultra-processed, but a household-made bread or loaf of a chic regional bakehouse would no. The categorization seems random and relying on the room how meal manufactured industrially has a various dietary and chemistry structure of how manufactured in the household or by artisans. The is not the instance, Professor Sanders told. Though the concomitant comment in the UK Care magazine alerted versus bouncing to conclusions. Martin Lejus and Adriana Monge of the Domestic Institution of Social Public Health in Mexico, alerted we are a length way of insight the complete implications of meal handling for public health and so being. They told the research was just an original understanding.